Tayo na magkaisa, ipadama ang suporta nitong liga, liga na pangmasahan.
Layuning makatulong upang sa bisyo hindi malulong.
Makapagbigay ng trabaho sa mga Pilipino.
Dito panalo, laban puso, sigurado.
Saya sa Mindanao, handa ka na magsumigaw, sumabay sa
The Pilipinas Super League President's Cup marches on, and we have trooped to Binyan in Laguna here at the famed Alonte Sports Arena, where 4 teams are going to see battle today. And the first will feature the CV Siniloan Daruma Dragons against the JT Bulacan Taipan, and later on, the home team Binyan Tatak Gel Game X takes on the Quezon Titans, 2 teams at the top of the standings. Mabuhay Pilipinas, and welcome to the Pilipinas Super League President's Cup 2024. I'm Bill Velasco, joined at courtside here at the Alonte Sports Arena by none other than Coach Mark Dandan. Good evening, Coach.
Good evening, Bill, and good evening to everybody watching at home. We have a slate of great games for you tonight.
All right, let's check out the team standings and place everybody, and you're going to see how the 2 teams that will see action today are stacked up. They are literally chasing one another into the top half of the standings.
Of course, these 2 teams are trying to avoid that lower half of our standings because the top 8, as we all know, will have a twice-to-beat advantage when it comes to the quarterfinals. So Siniloan wants to get that 4th win to kind of tie itong JT Bulacan at that spot. JT Bulacan just a game ahead of these Daruma Dragons.
And speaking of the Daruma Dragons, they left some points on the line in their last game against the Miss or Mustangs. Awesome smile, and the numbers will bear out how they just came up short.
That was a pretty close game in that encounter against the Miss or Mustangs, and as our graphic says, they left a lot of points on the line, 12 out of 26 from the free throw line. They also shot not too bad from 3, 36%. But remember, they were in this game, they're only down 10 points with 3 minutes to go. When something big occurred to Big Sean Umali.
Yes, he was assessed an unsportsmanlike foul with less than 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter, but he has been the pillar of the Dragons, so to speak, and look at these monster numbers.
And he's been putting up double-doubles in multiple games now for the Daruma Dragons. Last game, 22 points, 10 rebounds, but as you said, he was not able to play the last 3 minutes because of that unsportsmanlike foul.
And on the other side, playing outside, a late addition to the team who has really proven his worth, Marvin Lee.
Oh, Marvin Lee is, as we say, not just a streaky shooter, but when he gets in one of those tears, he can hit 9 to 12 points straight just by himself. But there are times that he gets very cold. In that game against the Miss or Mustangs, in the last 3 minutes when they needed the most, he was not able to score.
All right, let's now jump the fence and talk about the JT Bulacan Taipan, who are standing at 4 wins and 5 losses. I feel this is not truly reflective of the potential of this team.
That's true, and if you're looking at their lineup on paper, you know, it's a pretty good lineup, pretty complete lineup, and they showed that finally, that full potential against the same Miss or Mustangs team, winning 76-56. You're looking at the 3-pointers made 10-1, and the steals, of course, 15-7. And the biggest stat there, the fast break points, 27-10.
Ouch.
So that is what this JT Bulacan Taipan team can do. The problem is, can they do it every night?
All right. Also a chance for redemption for Jonas Tibayan. He'd been on and off, but big numbers in that last encounter.
Oh, Jonas Tibayan is one of those players na very inconsistent, reflective of how JT Bulacan Taipan has been playing in this season. So Jonas Tibayan put it together finally in their last game, 15 points and 8 rebounds. They need more out of him to really get some support for Jason Ballesteros in that front line.
All right, and also a lot of big numbers there. Alex Disoy scored all 9 of his points in the third quarter of that game. But the man we are looking for, the not so unlucky 13.
Ichi Altamirano finally broke out of his slump, scored 13 points, had 4 assists, 5 steals, 5 out of 5 from the free throw line.
That's big.
Yes, that is big. And those 2 3-point shots made, that is also very big. He's been in a shooting slump, so hopefully this is the game that he broke out of, and he will continue that in this game tonight.
And previewing our marquee matchup, we have a couple of outside shooters who did not start the season with their respective teams but have contributed big numbers. Marvin Lee and Paeng Are.
Paeng Are, known more for his defense, but showing here in the PSL that he can score, averaging 16.6 rebounds and 2 assists a game. And then Marvin Lee, on the other hand, 12 points, a rebound, and 3 assists per game. And you're looking at their 3-point shooting statistics. We all know Marvin Lee can shoot the lights out at 37%, but Paeng Are surprising everyone, shooting a respectable 32% from the outside. So it's going to be a fun matchup between these 2 flamethrowers.
All right, meanwhile, completing our team here in the Binyan for our first game, we have Jess Constantino. Jess?
Hi, Bill and Coach Mark. Alam nyo, during the pre-game, I talked to Coach Raymond Valenzuela and he pointed out that they were out-rebounded during their last game dahil nga mag-isa lang itong si Sean Umali. Kaya for today's game, they made sure daw na kompleto ang kanilang roster and that they are ready dahil alam nga nila na mas mabibilis itong JT Bulacan Taipans and that they are prepared to match that kind of energy. For the JT Bulacan Taipans naman, their number 1 offense is their defense to keep the winning streak alive. Wala nga daw masyadong changes sa kanilang plan. But for the Taipans, but rather a challenge to keep stepping up sa magandang performance nila in the last 2 games. Kaya simulan na natin ang Game 1 sa Binyan as I turn it over to Gio Cruz for our team's first 5.
PSL fans, and welcome to Alonte Sports Arena here in Binyan City. This is the 2024 Pilipinas Super League President's Cup. And now it's time to meet your super teams. First from your CV Siniloan Daruma Dragons. Forward number 23, Francis Camacho. Also at forward number 28, Sean Umali. At center, number 26, Ken Asibar. At guard, number 2, JV Kapunan. Also at guard, number 25, XC Biteng. Head coach for the CV Siniloan Daruma Dragons, Raymond Valenzuela, assisted by June Dizon, RJ Dallas, and Maverick Chua. And now, it's time to meet the starters from your JT Bulacan Taipan. Starting forward, number 4, Carl Peñano. Also at forward, number 8, Ken J. Roman. At center, number 12, Chester Zeno Joseph. On guard, number 15, Raji Tautuan. Also at guard, number 0, Michael Are. Head coach for the JT Bulacan Taipan, Martin Go. Assisted by Bong Ramos, team consultant, Edgar Macaraya, team manager, JC Tan.
All right, some changes in the starting lineups of both teams. And, you know, the thing about it is teams don't really deploy a standard starting unit unless they're undefeated.
That's true, and a lot of these coaches are trying to experiment with their lineups, and we are halfway in our season, so there are still some kinks to be worked out in this final stretch heading to the playoffs.
All right, more size on the floor now for this, the Pureblends CV Siniloan Daruma Dragons. Yun ang kulang nila ng mga huling laro nila. And they've played a lot in the last couple of weeks.
I feel like I've covered all their games the past couple of weeks too.
We take an early shot and easy rebound there for JT Bulacan Taipan. Swing it over to the corner. I noticed that a lot of teams open their offense with a 3-point shot from the corner.
It takes some teams quite a while to really set up defensively, so the corner will always be open almost.
Well, I guess it looks like Tautuan has the green light. He's missed 2 in a row. O'Malley, they quickly go to him, spins inside through traffic, off the rim and out. Tautuan found himself open. Somebody else is in the corner. Michael Are missing there. And the Dragons seem to be trying to push it up. Biteng gives it up to Umali. They will always wait for him.
Oh, they have to wait for Sean Umali.
There, gets the ball and he's surprised to be open, makes it and is fouled.
One thing to note that the Daruma Dragons did not have the services of Ken Asibar in their last game. So
Yes.
he was a big part of why they had a harder time really. You see the great role there by Sean Umali and getting hit late by Sarah Joseph. You know, a big addition or a big factor in that game, I feel like, was the absence of this Ken Asibar.
Yes, that's true. Dahil kinukulang sa front court rotation, no? Itong the Roma Dragons. And we all know that the JT Bulacan Taipan, very systematic team. Got a lot of talent and outside shooting. Rolling a little closer. Still nothing from the outside. Hence, the team is still standing. Sino kasi nagpauso niya? Wild pass. It was actually a give and go in disguise. But still nothing for Bulacan. The Dragons, they were here early today to practice their shooting.
Oh, obviously, it's working, and for JT Bulacan, they're getting their shots. They're just a bit tentative when it comes to their offense.
That's true. A hurried and surprised three-pointer from Roman.
Oh, they'll take what they can get right now. They are struggling.
6-3. 7 minutes, 47 seconds to go. Not much pounding off the offensive glass. Euro step. +1.
Everybody got faked out, including me.
Yes.
That's a great used Euro step.
Kumbaga, almost traveling. Shot clock starting to wind down on Pureblends. CV Siniloan Daruma's Dragons. Nice ball fake. Rolls in. Finger roll. Camacho doing some damage early.
That's a good sight to see if your coach Raymond Valenzuela. Francis Camacho was absent in their last game.
Absent but present. Bulacan with a broken play there. I like the tempo that the Dragons are implementing in this game. Pinipilit nilang dumipensa yung Bulacan agad. High traffic situation, turnover though. Eto, maarangkada din naman ng Bulacan. They almost lost control there. Let's see if Roman gets 2 for 2. Yes, he does! So hindi na sorpresa, partner.
No, Kenshi Roman has always had the outside shot ever since he was a FEU baby Tamaraw. It's good to see him implementing that in the pro level.
We are tied at 8. Umali asking for the ball. There's a foul downstairs.
I like how Sarah Joseph is surprised after chopping away Sean Umali's hand.
Nahawakan ako eh. But, you know, that kind of move is basically just to know where the defensive player is. He's not pushing him out of the way. Second team foul on the Dragons. Or rather on Bulacan. The Dragons are still clean. Oh, a lot of contact, no foul called. Shot clock down to 9. Peñano apologizing to the bench. The Dragons go downstairs. Umali has a little further to work and thus lost the ball. They're getting a little predictable down the gullet of the defense. That's what you want to see. The point guard drawing the defense to him so the others can operate.
That's a trademark of Michael Are. He's very quick and very deceptively great passer.
On the wrong foot, no less. Biteng sometimes gets lost in the deep rotation of guards on this team. Umali playing D, commits a foul.
And to your point, partner, you're looking at the bench of the Daruma Dragons. And they have Biteng, they have Caballero. Of course, Marvin Lee's right there. They do have a bunch of those small guards, but beating, making a case for himself, and paying off the trust by Coach Raymond Valenzuela in starting him.
Kasi kung minsan, pag upo mo, maganda yung laro ng karelyebo mo, tapos may isa pa, minsan nakakalimutan ka kahit maganda yung laro mo.
Yung literal na lost in the shuffle.
Iyon. Sa lalim ng balasa. Piñano makes one of two. So our score is 11-10. Bulacan in the lead. Umali will sit down with still 5:22 to go. Nice crossover. Great block. And it completes a turnover.
Not really the best move to do against 6'8" Jason Ballesteros.
There you go. The former San Sebastian Stag lying in wait. Huli. I think the mistake there was trying to catch the ball and keep it in play when it had already been touched by an opposing player. And they're on the run, beating quickly, overshooting the mark. And now we go up the other way. Ichi Altamirano now on the floor. He will take it. Great shovel pass. Jonas Tibayan consummating that play. 13-10. Now Bulacan starting to roll. Halfway through the first quarter already. Medyo tabingi yung tira. Namang problema ngayon nitong Dragons sa rebounding dahil wala si Umali.
And even if Sean Umali's right there, Jason Ballesteros is head and shoulders above everybody else in Alonte Arena.
And look at that. Easy too. Nice seal. Great timing on the pass. And Altamirano can do that because he's a threat. Ito maagang lumalayo ang JT Bulacan Taipan. Camacho whipping it over, deflected. Altamirano will get the reward of his hard work. May tapboard pa. The Daruma Dragons don't want this getting out of hand. We have a timeout. We'll be back. This is the PSL.
The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, supported by Talos PH Sportswear, MDC Sports, Fin Cotton, Don Benitos, ang pambansang kasama, Converge, FiberX, Media Partners, IBC 13, Fiber TV Live, Blast TV, and Bola.tv. Follow us on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Pilipinas Super League, YouTube channel at PSL_TV.
All right, the crowd slowly trickling in here at the Alonte Sports Arena in Binyan, Laguna. This facility seats 6,500 and was completed in 2013. Back to the action. Pinahirapan tayo ni Direk Koy. 17-10. Under 4 minutes to go. What is going on with the Daruma Dragons, partner?
Well, their offense has been pretty predictable. Camacho scoring very tough shot there. But again, very predictable. You know where the ball is going, and the Taipan are ready to catch that attack.
Altamirano thinking twice about it. Gets the ball back. You know he's going to shoot eventually. Nice pass inside the paint, but they lose it. Case of butterfingers there by Tibayan. The Dragons need to have a little more confidence, I think, and faith in their abilities. Marvin Lee in the game. Talk about instant offense. Now he's double teamed. That's a lot of respect.
You talk about confidence. That's something Marvin Lee does not lack.
Pwede pa nga siya mamigay. Umali back on the floor. So hopefully some of the defense will sink down and allow Marvin Lee to operate from the outside. Beating in Lee. Camacho in the other wing. They switch it up. Umali one-on-one against Ballesteros. Interesting matchup. He tries to fall away. Shot clock expires, but ball had changed hands already. They find Ichi Altamirano Now we have a fast break, 3-on-2 the other way. Quick duty foul. Kailangan eh.
Kailangan, and that was a breakaway layup for the Dragons. A good thing, great hustle there by Alex De Soyo. An early key stat here, partner. You're looking at it. The points off turnover, 7 for the JT Bulacan Taipan and nothing right now for the Dragons.
That's true.
Very reflective of how the offense has been for the guys in white.
It's also an indictment of the defense of the Daruma Dragons. Marvin Lee given a lot of respect by the bigger Ichi Altamirano. They want to go inside, so Mali can challenge Ballesteros and company at will. He is blanketed and fouled. Still no basket. Shot clock winding down. That is the responsibility of the bench. They have to have somebody assigned to remind them, because there was no change of possession. There was just a blocked shot.
I think they were too stressed about those 2 blocks by Jason Ballesteros.
Coming up on the last 2 minutes, and it's been quiet on both ends of the floor. Ballesteros is fouled. Yan naman ang problema sa kabilang dako dahil mas maliit si Umali.
Ang mahirap dyan, I understand why the Dragons are playing a zone to nullify itong advantage ni Jason Ballesteros in the paint. The problem is their zone is too lax.
Okay.
So, wala masyadong pressure sa bola. Bulacan is able to hit those cutters as we saw Jason Ballesteros just do and get to the free throw line. So that zone not really working right now for the Daruma Dragons.
Mac Montilla in the game hasn't really been able to touch the leather yet. So the Taipan have been working on their free throws. They're up by 7, matching their biggest lead of the game. 2 minutes and 12 seconds remaining. So big 3-guard combo here for the Daruma Dragons. Lee gives it inside, spin move. And that's what Umali has to do. Fish fouls and get the big man to sit on the bench.
And that was a great move by Sean Umali. He used that bump to get Jason Ballesteros off balance, and then he attacked him immediately. You'll see here, he spins back the middle, off balance si Jason Ballesteros, no choice but to foul.
Yung sinasabi mong throwback na drop step. No?
It's always a good sight to see, you know, guy like Sean Umali, more of what the big man used to do.
Yes.
Before they started shooting threes.
Yung mga classic Romel Aducol moves.
Yeah.
1913. Again, both teams now choosing to attack inside the paint.
It's obvious why Bulacan wants to do it, because that smaller front line of the Dragons. Again, that zone is not really working for them. This is probably the 3rd or 4th time na hit yung flasher or yung cutter coming on from the weak side.
And strangely enough, Altamirano has not taken a shot yet. He's been more of a decoy.
Just like that one breakaway layup.
Yes. And they have been polishing their free throws. No comment. Ayoko na. We call that the broadcaster's curse in basketball. Binati mo, biglang nagmintis. Ano? Baka masisi pa tayo. 20-13. A lot of patience there, but too much muscle behind the shot. Final 80 seconds in the first quarter. Nahihirapang lumaban sa screen itong mga gwardiya ng Siniloan. Only the 4th team foul on them. Bulacan in the penalty. Not too bad a first quarter for Siniloan, but Bulacan has taken control. Altamirano looking inside. Short jumper. Makes it.
Oh, you like to see the confidence oozing out
Yes.
of Ichi Altamirano. That was a tough shot.
True. Marvin Lee, nice little fake. Gives it inside. Umali lost the handle. Had to put it up. Offensive foul.
That's the problem now with Sean Umali kasi kailangan niya yung mga bangga na yun to
Oo.
get his timing. Eh. Minsan napapalakas. As you saw there, gets called for an offensive foul. Alright, there the second bump doon, yun eh.
Yeah, pinwersa na niya.
Punersa niya eh.
At ang biktima doon si Lo. Final minute. Ito, medyo magulo ang opensa ng Siniloan, partner. Marvin Lee had to cop out at the sight of someone over a foot taller. Straight and true. 25-13. Montilla hasn't even touched the ball and he's been on the floor for a few minutes now.
It's been a lot of one and dones para sa Dragons. A lot of one-on-one play.
Walang rebound pati. Law will try his hand at three-point shooting. You see where all the practice has been going. Caballero rushing. 28-13 is our first quarter. Big explosion by Bulacan in the last 4 minutes. And Siniloan has a lot of catching up to do. We'll be back with the second quarter.
The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear, MDC Sports, Fin Cotton, Don Benitos, ang pambansang kasama, Converge, FiberX, Media Partners, IBC 13, Fiber TV Live, Blast TV, and Bola.tv. Follow us on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Pilipinas Super League, YouTube channel at PSL_TV.
Explosive first quarter by JT Bulacan Taipan. Great shooting towards the end.
The three-point shot has been there. They're shooting 4 out of 10 in that first quarter from 3. As you said, focus ng practice nitong JT Bulacan Taipan.
All right.
The past few days.
We are, of course, live on IBC 13, Fiber TV Live, Blast TV, Bola.tv, and the Pilipinas Super League Facebook and YouTube pages. Altamirano had it deflected. Nakakarami na si Lo.
It's the second one from Kim Lo, and field goal shooting very bad
Yes.
for the Dragons. 29% lang.
Oh, 31-13. That pass was to nobody in particular, so it's a turnover. Now, do you sense some doubt creeping into the Daruma Dragons?
Not just doubt. There's a lot of hesitation and miscommunication.
Yes.
It's not a very good sign for their offense. It's translating also to their defense.
Ito, kailangan tiyagain nila, no? Unti-unti. Shot clock down to 4 seconds. Great effort there by Marvin Lee. Jess Constantino has an update for us. Jess?
Bill and Coach Mark, speaking of Ichi Altamirano, wala na nga daw pressure being the go-to guy of Coach Egay Macaraya. They've been together since 2018 at malaki na nga daw yung familiarity ng dalawa when it comes to basketball. For the 26-year-old from Antipolo, sabi niya playing in the Pro League daw, hindi na nga daw dapat mag-relax dahil lahat ng kalaban nila dito sa PSL ay halos matured niya. At alam niyo ba that the pre-game ritual nitong si Ichi and ay mahilig siyang makinig sa rap music before pre-game. Back to you, gentlemen.
Di ba ikaw rin, Mark?
That's true.
31-13. Altamirano sits down, gets a well-deserved rest. He's really kept it together. No outbursts where he's just chucking up shots recklessly.
Yung mga shots naman niya kanina are all in the flow of their offense.
Still 31-13. Hindi pa nakaka-score ang Daruma Dragons ngayong second quarter. They're attacking the basket but they're not getting second chances. Alano with the miss there. Hindi pa rin nakakatira itong si Marvin Lee, ano? And he's forced to play defense. A lot of bumping there, not called. Hinahayaan lang nila yung Bulacan na tumira sa labas, ano?
Yeah, that's I said kanina. In their zone, wala masyadong pressure on the ball. Obviously, similar dito when they switch back to man, still no ball pressure. So those shots are coming easy.
2 minutes have gone by in this period and Siniloan has yet to score. I rest my case. Law realized he shouldn't be bringing up the ball. What am I doing here? Are giving it up. Decides to get it back. Shot clock down to 9. Again, a shooter open in the corner. Hanggang patapik-tapik na lang itong Siniloan.
And that's the problem because they're overhelping. That's why the shooter was open in the corner. Ngayon walang makabox out ng tama sa mga tao nila.
Berjay comes into the game for Bulacan. A lot of shooters. Hindi naman nagmamadali itong Bulacan, so they get a better shot and they're pounding the glass. That one was blocked. Caballero. Marvin Lee finally open. Hindi pa calibrated.
Hindi pa. Bagong venue.
Oo. Mamaya, Montilla will try his hand. Still too strong. The boxing out allowed Siniloan to get the ball back. Finally.
Again, it's one of those small guard rotations for the Dragons.
Yes.
Caballero finally getting a basket here in the second quarter for the Dragons.
That breaks a dry spell after almost 3 minutes. 33-16. Still 17 points separating the two squads. Ito, nagkakahiyaan yung Bulacan. There's traveling on the handoff. They had to hurry. The shot clock was winding down.
Well, they actually had a couple of open shots there. Pero sabi mo nga, partner, nagkakahiyaan. Kanina, daming gustong tumira. Ngayon, ayaw naman.
Camacho returns. Montilla sits down looking dejected. They need the firepower to come from somewhere. Camacho wants to lob it inside since Bulacan has a smaller lineup. Too strong off the glass. Ayun, lumalaban sa offensive boards. They'll have to earn it from the free throw line.
It's going to be tougher for that front line ng Siniloan because Sean Umali has 3 fouls, so we probably won't see him until the third quarter. So Alano, Asibar, probably Salaveria if he checks in later. They have to pick up the slack, the lack of interior scoring and interior defense.
Pero nakakapagod yun. Put in a double effort off the glass. 6:22 to go. Very clean second quarter. Marvin Lee complaining that he's been getting his jersey tugged. Lane violation, so the ball goes over to... Oh, it's an extra free throw. Mayroong kupunan na miyembro na kupunan ng kalaban na pumasok na maaga sa ating 3-second area. The rule is you can only enter when the ball hits the rim. That's actually the Wilt Chamberlain rule because it prevented him from alley-oop dunking his own misses.
Must have been tough.
Oh, yeah. 33-18. Coming up on 6 minutes. You know, the Dragons better learn their lesson that the corner should not be left open. Coco Tanshoco with the three-pointer there, his first basket. Is it just me or parang nangangapa yung Siniloan na wala si Umali?
Wala silang point of attack eh. They're not really setting up Marvin Lee to
Okay.
get any touches in offense in the absence of Sean Umali for a post attack. Again, tama ka dun, nangangapa sila. Marvin Lee has to get the basketball one way or another.
And they're only at 50% of the output of Bulacan. And you can see some of frustration starting to show. They barely beat the shot clock that time. Marvin Lee gets it, but way out of his range. Finally gets a foul he's been asking for. Marvin Lee sits down, looking very frustrated. Plus, he had to work extra hard on defense, too. Mick Guevara now on the floor for Pureblends CV Siniloan Daruma Dragons. More bad news for Siniloan. Jason Ballesteros returns. Aray ko.
It's going to be interesting how they defend Jason Ballesteros na wala si Sean Umali.
At nandiyan pa si Kenji Roman, who hit a couple of three-pointers in the first period. That looked so in the flow, but didn't get it. Eto. Maybe this will get Siniloan going.
So far, the easiest 2 points for Siniloan. That breakaway left. Bad save there by Payeng Ari.
Yes, he wasn't looking. 36-20, halfway through the second quarter. Ballesteros comes out to meet the ball.
Can't leave Coco Tanshoko.
Oh, no.
It's a designated shooter. That's too easy for him.
The lead is 19 again, biggest of the game. Well, the question is if this will take the fight out of the Daruma Dragons. They need some offense inside the paint. Alano setting screens. They will keep at only 2 seconds on the clock. Alano will sit down. He looks gassed.
This lineup now for the Dragons, very offensively challenged.
Oh, yes.
Camacho lang ang threat nila dito sa loob.
Salaveria checks in, finally. They run out of clock. That's what, the third time already?
That's the third time. Twice now in this quarter alone.
And it seems that for every point that Siniloan scores, Bulacan scores 2
Or 3.
or 3. Are going around a couple of screens with Roman. Finally gets an open look and buries it. What do you do?
No, you have to get your hand up. Kanina pa nila
Yes.
pinapanood, tumira sa labas. Itong JT Bulacan Taipan.
Camacho thought about a three-pointer, goes up strong, too strong. Ball luckily falls into their hands, but there are red shirts everywhere. Parang nagugulat sila, no, pag nakukuha yung bola.
They're a bit lucky then that the ball is bouncing their way for those second chance opportunities. Kasi the red shirts are so intent on doubling the post and helping on penetrations that the ball is finding somebody in white.
Yes. New clock. 4 fouls already on Bulacan. Siniloan still has none. Again, the execution, the finish, the little things are not going the way of Siniloan. Approaching the 3-minute mark. You can't let somebody just waltz into the paint and get the rebound.
And ngayon, no choice na si Coach Raymond Valenzuela. He has to put Sean O'Malley back in because they are getting eaten alive inside the paint.
Pero partner, napakalaking sugal niyan.
3 fouls.
And we only get 5 in our league. I like the way Bulacan is looking for a better shot when they have a good one.
That's what he called discipline. Obviously,
Yes.
na-install ni Coach Egay Macaraya sa mga players. And interestingly enough, the core of this team, I see a lot of faces come in from that San Sebastian program, which we all know Coach Egay Macaraya handled for a good part of the 2010s to late 2020s.
It's true. Soriano with the foul. That puts Bulacan in the penalty. O'Malley on borrowed time. Medyo hirap din siya kasi baka tawagan ng foul. And you have Jason Ballesteros just swatting shots away.
That's, I think, the 4th block now for Jason Ballesteros. And the 2nd block that he's managed to get off a white shirt into a turnover.
42-20, under 3 minutes to go. Pureblends, CP, Siniloan Daruma Dragons have their work cut out for them come halftime. Ito, libre na naman. What other tools do the Daruma Dragons have at their disposal? We'll find out. The score is 45-20, still 2:38 to go before halftime. We'll be back.
The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear, MDC Sports, Fin Cotton, Don Benitos, ang pambansang kasama, Converge, FiberX, Media Partners, IBC 13, Fiber TV Live, Blast TV, and Bola.tv. Follow us on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Pilipinas Super League, YouTube channel at PSL_TV.
Kasama ko ngayon si Elaine Closa, ang super fan ng Bulacan Taipan. So Elaine, sinong sinusupport mo sa Bulacan Taipan?
I'm supporting for Carl Peñano.
Meron ka bang message sa buong team at kay Card?
Yes, I message for the team is to be humble always and always take care and God bless sa mga remaining games nila.
Thank you so much and good luck sa team mo. Back to you, Sir Bill and Coach Mark.
I didn't know I was knighted. Angelica Sarmiento joining us from courtside. 45-20. It's going to be a huge uphill struggle for Siniloan. And, you know, ano pa ang pwede nilang ibunot dito, partner?
Yun ang problema. And it has to come from within. Determination and
O'Malley really hard-pressed to create, squeezing through a double team.
yun ang pinapakita ni Sean O'Malley ngayon, regardless of the situation. He has 3 fouls. He has to go to work.
And they have to tighten up on defense because they're allowing 3-point shots. Shooters on the wing. Ito, kailangan box out itong si Ballesteros. What else are you gonna do? Then you throw the ball away and the other team gets it back without any effort. 47-22. They gotta take a long, hard look in the mirror at halftime.
I think a big part of the poor play for the Dragons really started with their defense. It was very lax
Yes.
in the first quarter. They allowed some easy shots para dito sa Bulacan, and Bulacan got a lot of momentum and confidence because of that.
Under 2 minutes to go, you can write off the first half, but they've got to start working come the third quarter, unless they want to drown in more points. Extra effort, extra patience on the part of, look at that. Ballesteros is jumping over everybody, literally. Ariel, no look pass. Again, Roman, he's gone a bit cold. Pero kailangan ng trumabaho itong Siniloan. Could be the start of something.
Biteng has been solid. Umali has been solid. Camacho actually had 7 points in the first quarter, then disappeared.
Hindi nakakatanggap. Yung ikot ng bola, partner, malaking problema. Traveling. Something to work with. They have a little bit of an opportunity here with almost a minute to go. Yung sinasabi natin, naiwanan. Ano?
Naiwanan, but tulad na sinabi mo, wala masyadong ikot ng bola kasi panay marami silang one-on-one plays.
They need a backup plan because their primary options on offense have been guarded against. Shot clock. Still enough for a good shot. That wasn't it. There's a foul. Only the third for the Pureblends CB Siniloan Daruma Dragons. JT Bulacan Taipan have executed very well regardless of who's on the floor. Bulacan calls a timeout. They're up by 22.
The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, supported by Talos PH Sportswear, MDC Sports, Fin Cotton, Don Benitos ang pambansang kasama, Converge FiberX, Media Partners, IBC 13, Fiber TV Live, Blast TV, and Bola.tv. Follow us on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Pilipinas Super League, YouTube channel at PSL_TV.
We will go from Taipans to Titans in our second game. The Quezon Titans, again, invading somebody's home court.
That's been a familiar theme for that team.
Oo nga eh.
Diba? It's been the road warriors of the league.
Sinasabi siguro na hintay lang kayo pag pumunta kayo sa teritoryo namin.
Babawi daw sila.
But they're still at the top of the standings. We have another timeout. Back in a moment.
The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, supported by Talos PH Sportswear, MDC Sports, Fin Cotton, Don Benitos ang pambansang kasama, Converge FiberX, Media Partners, IBC 13, Fiber TV Live, Blast TV, and Bola.tv. Follow us on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Pilipinas Super League, YouTube channel at PSL_TV.
19 seconds on the shot clock. 30 for the game. Ballesteros just apple picking here. I want to see his rebounding numbers come halftime. Setting a huge pick and roll, but they don't avail of it. They think Roman still got the hot hand, and he does. He's what, 3 of 4?
3 of 4 now.
50-25. They're intent on doubling the output of the Dragons, and who cannot muster a last shot to end the first half. So we stand at 50-25. Let's review our super move of the game, brought to you by Dumper Party List. Ichi Altamirano with the nice pass. That was a beautiful piece of basketball action there. Here's another look. Ganda, no-look pass. Hindi ba? All right, 50-25. Can Siniloan still come back? We'll find out in the second half. But we'll first give you our halftime stuff when we come back. This is Pilipinas Super League.
The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, supported by Talos PH Sportswear, MDC Sports, Fin Cotton, Don Benitos ang pambansang kasama, Converge FiberX, Media Partners, IBC 13, Fiber TV Live, Blast TV, and Bola.tv. Follow us on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Pilipinas Super League, YouTube channel at PSL_TV.
Sa akin pong mga kababayan, kayo po ay mainit at malugod kong inaanyayahan na atin pong sundan, panoorin at tunghayan po ito pong Cabinet at Work. Ito po ay ating mapapanood alas 4 ng hapon tuwing Lunes po, tandaan nyo. At ito po ay nasa IBC 13. Sana po ay inyo pong subaybayan, tunghayan sapagkat makakakuha po kayo dito ng mga informasyon na magiging kapaki-pakinabang po para po sa bawat isa. Aasahan ko po kayo.
Cabinet at Work, tuwing Lunes, ika-4 ng hapon sa IBC 13.
Bola sa basket, tibay ng mindset ang napili na paligsahan. Magtatagisan, pagpapawisan sa pagalingan. Papatunayan kahit paminsan maagawan, di titigilan na mabawian. Mahihirapan man, may sisigaw na, kaya mo yan, kaya lalaban lang. Pagdalo mo ba,
Kasama ko ngayon si Michael Ari ng Bulacan Taipan at sa kabila naman ay si Michael Lee ng Daruma Dragons. So una muna tayo kay Michael. So Michael, labang kayo in the first 2 half. Paano niyo planong i-maintain to hanggang the end of the quarter?
For me, we have to stick sa system ng coaches and we have to play good defense hanggang dulo. Yan lang.
Thank you so much. At dito naman tayo kay Marvin. So Marvin, medyo dehado tayo in the first half. So paano niyo plano bumawi and ano sa tingin mo naging pagkukulang niyo?
Siguro pag-usapan namin yung defense namin, lalo yung mga offensive rebound nila. Doon, halos ang dami na nakuha ngayong first half. So doon, kailangan mag-adjust ngayon second half.
Thank you so much and good luck sa both teams. Tutok lang kayo for more actions pagbabalik ang PSL President's Cup 2024.
Ian retains possession here. JJ. Wow! Picture perfect turnaround jumper from Helterbrand.
What a move from JJ.
I think yung trabaho ko dito is just to be a mentor, help the younger kids learn the game so that they can exceed sa next level. Advantage ng team namin ngayon is we got a good balance. We have a good group of veterans and a lot of upcoming guys. So we have from point guard position to the 5-man, malakas kami. Our starting 5, our second group, our third group, and our fourth group, malakas. So hopefully continue lang yung namin, yung winning streak and sana mag-champion kami.
Pero naiwanan nilang libre si JJ for a 3-pointer.
The last guy you wanna leave open.
Hello everyone, mga taga-Binyan. I just want to invite everyone sa game namin sa 23 dyan sa Binyan. Please come and support. God bless. Happy New Year's and see you soon. Amazing.
Ano iniisip mo pagka bumibitaw ka ng tres?
Wala, iniisip ko shoot agad.
Bigay kay Peña Redondo. Left corner 3 is good. Knock that shot down. Second time to charm para dito kay Joseph Peña Redondo. Peña Redondo now has 3 3-pointers in the first.
Iniisip ko shoot agad. Kasi pag inisip mo na sablay, sasablay talaga eh. Yun, tapos kumpiyansa lang. Salamat sa suporta sa Binyan at sa PSL. Sana huwag kayong magsawang sumuporta sa amin. Ini-invite ko kayo sa Laguna, sa Binyan, sa January 23 home game namin versus Quezon. Kita-kits tayo doon mga ka-PSL.
Running start, bigay kay Poy. Look out! Gets up! And goes for the layup.
And from our angle, mukhang sinilipuhan ni Poy Aktub, malinis yung ring.
Poy Aktub lights in! Gets that shot, plus a foul!
Popoy, the high-flying Aktob. With a gorgeous move inside from another angle. He gets to step using the screen of Chan, wide open lane. Walang nagawa si Pariliagas.
Hi, my name is Puy Aktob. In-invite ko po kayo manood ng game namin sa Binyan, Laguna ngayong January 23 against Bulacan Titans. And see you guys, God bless.
That was a good game. Ito, Pamboy. Ooh! Ang gandang galaw naman yon. Pamboy Redondo. Now you see me. Now you don't.
Unang-una, syempre masaya kasi yung mga idol ko kasama ko dito. Yung bata ko, pinapanood ko lang si JJ. Ngayon, teammate ko na, mentor ko na. May mga young guns kami, mix of veterans. So, pag pinagsama mo yun, magandang maganda yung magiging result nun. Iniimbitahan ko lahat ng fans ng Binyan, sa Gel, sana supportahan niyo po kami sa darating na home game namin. Maraming salamat po.
I would like to thank you for giving me this opportunity to be interviewed, of course, and I hope you keep on watching. Lagi kayo manood ng Ito ang Kongreso para malaman ninyo kung ano po nangyayari sa ating bansa at para malaman nyo kung anong ginagawa ng inyong mga congressman at ng mga senador. Maraming salamat.
Ito ang Kongreso, Sunday, 10 a.m. on IBC 13. Step back in time with the 1206 a.m. Relive the magic of classic retro tunes and timeless hits. From dance floor anthems to golden oldies. We've got the soundtrack to your memories. The 1206, the future of AM radio. Soon. Time to move and groove. The 1206 AM, bringing you the hottest dance beats, making every moment a party. Let the rhythm take over. It's your ultimate dance destination on the 1206, the future of AM radio. Soon.
To 25, we do not like doom and gloom, but we'll have to go through the highlights and the stats and the leading scorers and excruciatingly illustrate how this game has gone right for Bulacan and wrong for Siniloan, partner.
Oh, start with Siniloan. Their defense really abandoned them in that first half. They started very, very slowly defensively in that first quarter. They allowed a lot of uncontested shots just like that. And on the offensive side, a lot of forced plays, one-on-ones, not really the recipe to success in attacking a team with a bigger front line with Jason Ballesteros and Kenji Roman. They actually started well.
Yes.
Led by Francis Camacho with 7 points in that first quarter. But when their defense started to let the Taipan get that momentum, their offense followed suit. A lot of bad shots, one-on-one plays. And the Taipan really capitalized on those bad decisions on offense. You see the assist numbers, 16-4. The Taipan shooting 46% from the field. And the bench points, 36-5.
Ow.
That's mainly led by Coco Tanchoco in his 9 points via 3 3-point shots.
That's a crime, partner.
36-5. That is not fun. The Taipan are shooting 10 out of 23 from 3. That's good for 43.5%. And that in itself is such a weapon for them. You see, Kenji Roman and Coco Tanchoco each hit 3 threes in that first half. Really
uncontested.
Uncontested. We'll see in the replays there. Late closeouts, open threes. It's been the theme for the first half para dito sa Siniloan and of course, Bulacan.
No, I guess the pointed question is, how do you jumpstart Siniloan now that they've spotted the other team 25 points?
You know, as my dad would say, kailangan may kagat yung depensa. They've been very lax defensively. It has to start from their defense. Force Bulacan some bad shots. Roman and Tanchoco leading the way. Paeng Are with a very silent 7 points off the bench. And as we said, Camacho had 7 points all in that first quarter. Beating has been solid. Sean O'Malley 6 points, but he has 3 fouls.
Yun ang problema. And you know, just to add a point to the leading scorers for JT Bulacan Taipan, these are not the usual names that we see.
Exactly. These are guys coming off the bench. You know, the usual suspects like Jason Ballesteros. He's been quiet. He has 5 points, 7 rebounds, but 4 blocks.
There you go. That's a deterrent if you ever saw one.
Baradong-barado yung gitna.
Absolutely. This is the PSL coming to you live from the Alonte Sports Arena in Binyan, Laguna. Bill Velasco here with Mark Dandan, Jess Constantino, and Angelica Sarmiento. And Jess Constantino has an update from the dugouts. Jess?
Hi, Bill and Coach Mark. During the team huddle, there's frustration in the voice of Coach Raymond Valenzuela with how his team performed in the first half. Ang problema nga daw is that their point guards are not running their plays and not creating option. Kaya nga daw, at malaking adjustment na rin for them dahil nga itong si Sean O'Malley at may 3 fouls na. So ang instructions niya for the second half, improve ball rotation to create options for them and call their plays. For Coach Egay Macaraya naman of the JT Bulacan Titans, 3 bagay lang yung reminders niya para ngayon sa second half. Push on the third quarter dahil nga daw ito ang deciding quarter, exert more effort and energy and make stops and share the ball dahil sa depensa nga doon nila kukunin ang kanilang mga opensa. Gentlemen?
Alright. Yung sinasabi mo, kailangan medyo may kagat na. No? And Marvin Lee doing everything he could to contain Ichi Arellano or Altamirano rather, and he could not do it.
Nasobrahan naman sa kagat.
Oo.
Fouling a jump shooter. Not the way you want to start the second half if you're trailing by 25.
And you know, they already missed on their first attempt at the basket. So it's getting, you know, it could easily snowball into an even more discouraging situation. Altamirano with the split, 51-25. And problema, yung kagaya ni Marvin Lee, they're getting frustrated because one, they're not getting the ball where they want to, and two, they're forced to work harder on defense. Montilla with the clock at 4. Marvin Lee, is that instant? No, it's not.
That's tough too because that's only Marvin Lee's second shot.
There you go.
So wala pa talagang rhythm yung for a scorer like him who needs a few shots to really get going.
At madalian pa. Dahil paubos na yung shot clock. Altamirano spinning inside, finding himself open, too high off the glass. Lucky break for Pureblends CB Siniloan Daruma Dragons. Always a big man in front of Marvin Lee. Gets the bump. He is so good at that.
Probably one of the best players in the PSL in drawing fouls. As you saw there, taking the bump from Jonas Tibayan. Very smart.
Okay, why is this continuation?
Because when he picked up the ball, nasa shooting motion na siya.
Okay.
Off the bump, proceeded to take a shot. Kung nag-pause siya dun, that could have been called on the floor.
And because he bounced off the other player.
Literally bounced off a bigger guy.
Suddenly takes a bite out of that lead. It is now 51-28. So the question now is if they can string up those kinds of plays. Montilla denying the layup, but no.
I mean, Montilla did all he could do there, almost fouling Tautuan, pero
almost pushing him out of the court. Eto, Altamirano trying to break up the play. O'Malley gathering momentum. That's a foul. Dangerous move. Could have been charging on O'Malley. Luckily, the players were already under the basket. And he looks hurt, though.
So I think
had the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, you'll see the replay.
And that's a lot of wind.
With Sarah Joseph there, medyo umikot siya last minute eh. Made a business decision not to go offer his chest to Sean O'Malley.
It's called survival instinct.
Flight or fight ba?
Fight or flight. But you know, nevertheless, it hit O'Malley in the solar plexus. Sama ng tingin niya. You. And it's affecting his free throw shooting. Let's take another look at this. He goes inside.
Right there. Business
Ayun.
decision.
Aray.
Medyo forearm/siko eh.
Well, it worked. He missed both free throws. So now, do you make a consistent decision on the offensive side to give it to Marvin Lee?
They should because their primary scorers are Marvin Lee and Sean O'Malley.
Marvin Lee's momentarily open, pero hindi na pupunta sa kanya yung bola. Montilla went the other way. Now he's trapped in the corner. I don't understand. Marvin Lee was wide open. Altamirano swallowed up by the defense. They will keep with 17 seconds.
And Coach Valenzuela did say that they needed better ball rotation.
Yes.
So taliwas dun sa sinabi niya na halftime.
Now they have to keep things from going from bad to worse in this period because, you know, this is a 27-point lead. How do you catch that up in one quarter in the fourth?
The goal should be to at least chop off maybe
half,
10, 15 points of this lead to give yourself a chance in that fourth quarter.
Eto, Marvin Lee looks hurt. He was hit where the sun doesn't shine. They get the ball back and he's all by his lonesome, but they're still not throwing the ball ahead. I don't understand it. Are they freezing out Marvin Lee?
A lot of hesitation there, and as you just say that, Marvin Lee is being subbed out.
Now let's see if we can find out what's going on with Marvin Lee et al. Alano returns to action. 6 minutes, 52 seconds remaining. Beating short on the second. But they're fighting for it. That's what you want to see.
They're just not doing it enough. That's
Yes.
the thing. You want them, especially with the 26-point lead for Bulacan. You'd think that the Dragons would come out of the locker rooms with a sense of urgency.
Breathing fire.
Literally, they have to.
Meanwhile, for Bulacan, same old, same old.
They're just keeping at it, not really forcing anything.
But they're also starting to miss. But they're getting plenty of clock. Altamirano steps out, makes it. Is there a foul?
That's a go-to guy move
Yeah.
by Ichi Altamirano.
Oh my.
That step back going to his right, fading away.
And twisting in the air.
Twisting in the air.
I give that a 6.5 in terms of difficulty. Difficulty pa lang.
Hindi ka naman Russian judge siguro.
Don't bring the Russians into this. If he makes this, they're going to be 1 point short of a 30-point lead. And they are.
The second chance points there, Bulacan Taipan. No surprise, leading it 13-5.
Great defense there by Bulacan. Let's see if there's a counter. No, there's not.
Great hustle there by Michael Ari, getting the steal, almost getting a turnover out of it, but presence of mind to just bat it forward.
You don't have to do everything yourself. Lead is now 31. Look at that. Nice hesitation, pero nasupalpal. Will stay on their side of the floor with 17 seconds left.
No, the body language not really good for the Dragons. You know, body language really screams. Kahit nakangiti ka, kahit sabihin mo okay lang, lalabas at lalabas talaga yung nararamdaman mo.
10 seconds on the clock. They hurry. O'Malley saves it. But to the wrong man.
That's been, you know, I think a summary of the game for the Dragons. Kahit yung talbog na lang, hindi na mapunta sa kanila.
And we were worried about this game being blown open. It was cracked and stretched open by Bulacan.
Parang ano eh, pinalo ng sledgehammer yung pinto.
The Shining comes to mind. 5:09 to go. And yet it is still JT Bulacan Taipan which is more aggressive on defense. 14 seconds on the shot clock. You know, you look down at the bench of Siniloan. Do you see any heroes in this game that could come in and make a difference? Montilla to O'Malley. There you go. They've got to work that. Umali just doing everything he can here. Got a new clock. Umali from short range.
He's trying.
Oh, yeah.
He's trying his best.
A+ for effort. Pero hindi pwedeng mag-isa lang siya. There's a foul there on the getaway. Medyo hindi nagustuhan ni Ichi Altamirano yun.
And to no one's surprise, in the middle of it is Lord de Casajeros.
What does that mean? To no one's surprise.
He's still talking sweet nothings to Ichi Altamirano.
Out of town game na nga to eh.
Let's see the replay there. Altamirano trying really, still being aggressive despite the big lead.
Yon, tinapik eh. Tapos binangga pa.
It's a hip check.
There was already a foul before that.
Tapos hinip check siya ni Lordy Casajeros.
Oh, yan. Foul na yan.
I don't feel like that was a basketball foul.
There you go.
That looked like a hockey foul.
Or an NFL foul.
Or an NFL foul. Hip check.
There are no real fouls in the NFL.
That's true.
62-31, 4.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Now, if they can just keep their heads, they're going to walk away with this one. Dahil hindi na mahahabol itong lamang na 31 points pag umabot pa to sa fourth quarter na ganito.
If it stays the same or at this pace, tumataas pa. Remember, we started the half with a 25-point lead.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, just a technical for Altamirano for throwing the ball at Lordy Casajeros.
And therefore, he will have to sit down for 3 basketball minutes, I believe, or he's going to be subbed out anyway.
Yes, to cool down.
Yes.
Kasi nga, sayang naman eh. He's been playing well.
Yeah. So he's been playing steady.
Very reflective of the whole team.
True.
Diba? How they've been playing at pace. Never too high, never too low.
Law checks back in. They've been playing consistently with what's between the ears. At any rate, we resume action. They get a fresh 14-second shot clock. Roman being tightly guarded. They've seen him hit 3-pointers in the first half. There's that pick and pop and doesn't get the chance to flourish because there's a foul.
Uh-oh. Kim Lo holding his shoulder.
Well, to their credit, Siniloan is more aggressive on defense. It's just that they're fouling more.
We'll have a review here. Kim Lo on the weak side. We'll see him here. Oh. Oh.
1-2 punch.
2-hit combo there for Kim Lo. Na pinball siya dun between Guevara and guess who? Lordy Casajeros.
Who dat? 4:20 to go, a bruising third quarter. As you implied, Lordy Casajeros' reputation preceded him. And for him, it's nothing personal.
Just another day in the office.
Yeah.
It is.
Dislocated shoulder? Okay lang.
Masakit yan kasi minsan pag tinatamaan ka dyan sa may balikat mo.
And when you extend it, it hurts. Sort of like a rotator cuff injury in boxing. And I've seen a lot of bad basketball injuries in my time. 62-31. Score has been frozen for a while because of some extracurricular activities. So again, Bulacan beats them into penalty, but they're one foul away. They dump it inside. Step back baseline, Jay.
That's one way to get it back.
Yeah.
Score a basket.
And the other shoulder seems to be working.
It's fine. The shooting shoulder's okay.
Mali now posting up. They have the double team on him immediately. Boy, what a bump that was. Casajeros getting a foul, seeing they're in the penalty, will take 2 free throws. So 3 of 56. They really have to do a lot of work in the next 4 minutes, because if they don't cut this down to less than half, how are you going to outscore Bulacan in the fourth quarter?
Well, it's tough at the rate their offense is going. They only have 33 points. And the third quarter is almost done.
Yes. And what was our halftime score?
50-25. So only 8 points in this quarter.
Yeah. So we're talking about mathematical improbability. And Bulacan is wisely using up a lot of time.
Also
and
helps.
Making 3-point shots.
That also helps.
Yeah. 67-33. They're 1 point more than double the output of Pureblends CB Siniloan Daruma Dragons. JT Bulacan Taipan still playing defense like they're trailing. Great ball movement. That return pass has been deadly for them.
The one more, as
yes,
the old heads would call it, the one more pass. Great unselfishness the whole night by the Taipan.
O'Malley hanging in the air and getting a foul.
He is trying his best.
Yes.
He's trying to lead by example. He's probably the youngest player here. He's still in college. Pero he's trying to lead by example here. Playing hard, kahit anong mangyari.
He's even trying to defy gravity. Camacho, here's another player whose offense they sorely need.
All 7 points. So Francis Camacho came in that, hindi ko lang sasabihin the first quarter, in the first maybe 5 or 6 minutes ng first quarter.
Oh. It's a long night for Sean O'Malley. Missing the second. That's already fatigue. But to be fair, he survived the 3 fouls.
Let's just hope we did not speak too soon.
Oh, yeah. More matter, less art, as Shakespeare would say about that shot 2.5 minutes ago. That's a steamrolling move. That is a blocking foul simply because the defensive player was moving.
That he was moving laterally, not really in front.
I think he was trying to move away.
Business decision uli. You see Sean O'Malley running down the floor. It's a runaway truck sa SLEX.
Oh.
You get out of the way.
Di mo alam kung may preno, pero wala. Pagod na rin tong si Sean.
He's been getting doubled and triple teamed every time he has the ball in the post.
That wears you down.
Probably, one of the first times that he's experienced defense like this.
Oh, yeah.
It comes when you get better and when you evolve your game.
And you become a target. 70-33, missing both free throws, so wasted opportunity for Siniloan. Low fires, short one. Coming up on the last 2 minutes. Camacho, the freshest player on the floor, gives it up. O'Malley will try a 3-pointer. This, like you said, he's trying. He's doing everything.
He is trying to carry the whole team. As the kids would say, hard carry.
He's Jerry Westing this team.
Baka hindi nakilala ng kids yun.
For people below 40, Jerry West is the only finals MVP in
of
the
a
NBA.
Losing team.
From a losing team.
He's also the logo.
Is the logo of the NBA.
No, Sean O'Malley.
Yes. Like a jackhammer.
Lahat na ng pwede nating ma-describe sa kanya. Wala ka nang masabi.
The lead is down to 32. You can say it's down 32. Final minute plus. Pero ito nagmimintis na rin ng Bulacan, ha?
You know, we haven't seen Jason Ballesteros in this third quarter.
Uh-oh. Yun, nakabutas sa loob ang Siniloan. It is 30 points, under a minute to go. Three-man substitution waiting. A lot of fouls. They're in the penalty.
Coach Ege hasn't really had to press his starters for major minutes because of the way they have played.
And look at the bench, right? What were the halftime numbers? 36 points from the bench?
36. That is true.
That's still more than half of the output for this game.
And that bench has almost tied the total of the Dragons.
Well, we haven't checked yet. 72 to 40.
They're actually ahead, 48 to 40.
There you go.
48 bench points for the Taipan.
Whereas 40 for the entire team of Siniloan. Camacho wants to go downstairs, but who's there? Umali's on the bench. Ito, they almost fumbled the ball. Shot clock down to 4. They score an end one situation.
Nice little mini run for Dragons, keeping the score below 1 month.
Watch this, waltzes into the paint.
Medyo old school yung kilos na.
But you know, somebody's got to do something. And you mentioned Jason Ballesteros. Uh-oh.
Doesn't get easier.
What a luxury to give him almost the entire third quarter to rest.
And he didn't really play a lot nung first half.
That's true.
He only played less than 11 minutes.
Oo nga. Ngayon talagang doble kayod na ang kailangan gawin itong Siniloan. 72-43, lead is 29. Pero ubusin na lang ng Bulacan ng oras. They're given an open three and they drain another one. So Siniloan didn't even rush to make an attempt at least. So our score after 3 quarters, 75 to 43. It is doubtful if things will get much better for Siniloan. We'll be back with the fourth quarter at any rate.
The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, supported by Kalos PH Sportswear, MDC Sports, Fin Cotton, Don Benitos ang pambansang kasama, Converge FiberX, Media Partners, IBC 13, Fiber TV Live, Blast TV, and Bola.tv. Follow us on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Pilipinas Super League, YouTube channel at PSL_TV.
Very healthy home crowd here in Binyan because the home team, Binyan Tatak Game X, will be seeing action later against the formidable Quezon Titans. Meanwhile, the game at hand has gotten out of hand for the Pureblends CP Siniloan Daruma Dragons. They are down by 32 points to JT Bulacan Taipan. So barring any major disasters, there's a lot of physicality now on the part of Siniloan.
You see the points per quarter here. Almost always a 20-point quarter at the very least for the Taipan. And for the Dragons, 18 points was their high mark for the whole game. Still not good if you're adding everything up. They only have 43 points.
A couple of bruisers on the floor now for Siniloan. Casajeros chief among them. 3-point shot on the way, in and out. Asibar just batting at the ball. Holding foul. on Casajeros. Only his second foul, believe it or not.
Now, it'd be interesting to see how long Coach Egay will let Jason Ballesteros play here in the big lead.
We haven't seen Ichi Altamirano anymore. Long three-point shot on the way. They're still making them just enough to deter any uprisings.
They're now 14 out of 31 from 3.
My goodness. That's almost 40%.
Almost 44, yeah.
There you go. A little too much passing here. They almost run out of clock. The lack of direction is bothersome. Uncommon early offense for Bulacan.
The rare times na tumira sila out of offense.
The Daruma Dragons had a 2-game winning streak broken in their last outing. Hang time does not produce a basket. And they're going to use clock here. Roman has it knocked loose. Nevertheless, they keep. They have somebody calling out the time. Roman hurrying a three-point shot with a smaller defender in his face.
I mean, at this point, what else can you do?
Yeah.
Well, you defended until the end of the shot clock. Forced Roman into a hurried 3. May kamay naman. But it is what it is at this point.
Yeah, it is a material issue. 81-43. Quick spin by Camacho. Does not finish.
Iba talaga yung mag-iiba yung tira nila in the paint with the presence of Jason Ballesteros.
So, they want to go downstairs now. Roman knows he has a smaller defender on him. Ballesteros, you thought about it. They take it to the hole. Ballesteros kicking it out. It's more important for them to use up the clock at this point. There's the pick. Step back jumper, too strong. Over the back foul, it seems. 81-43.
It's probably the last time we'll see Jason Ballesteros tonight.
Yep. Roman sits down as well. Very small 5 on the floor for JT Bulacan Taipan. Parang dinamihan na lang yung gwardya para mapaikot yung bola at maubos ang oras. Caballero spears in a three-pointer. 6 and spare change remaining on the clock. JT Bulacan Taipan taking advantage of their size advantage down low. The Dragons call a timeout. They're down 46-83. We'll be back.
The PSL President's Cup 2024 is brought to you by Dumper Party List, C Prime Business Financing Corporation, supported by Talos PH Sportswear, MDC Sports, Fin Cotton, Don Benitos, ang pambansang kasama, Converge, FiberX, Media Partners, IBC 13, Fiber TV Live, Blast TV, and Bola.tv. Follow us on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Pilipinas Super League, YouTube channel at PSL_TV.
The crowd continuing to fill up Alonte Sports Arena.
Home game debut.
Oh yes, exactly. May dumadayo. 83-46. 6 minutes to go. And Marvin Lee is in the game. Camacho. Hard pressed. Asibar gets a 2.
That's actually better ball movement from the Dragons there.
That's a good point.
One of the rare times na nagawa nila.
Lead is still 35 though. And they really have to force the action now. They really have to force turnovers. And ito, medyo na diskaril ang opensa ng Bulacan. A lot of holding under the paint. No calls. They're letting them play. Halfway through the fourth quarter. Let's just see what else the Dragons can do. Shot clock down to 2, and they score.
Again, what can you do? You say the Dragons started it in the first quarter with their poor defense, so the Taipan have all the momentum and all the confidence, regardless of the situation. Shot clock winding down.
And time has been a factor since the start of this quarter. Marvin Lee from way downtown does not get it to go. He has not gotten enough looks to get his game going. Not got enough touches to warm up. They're calling a technical foul. Couple of subs now for Bulacan. Keep the legs fresh. Let's see what went on there. I believe the action that took place was away from the ball.
I think it was a breakaway foul. Hinatak yung jersey. And still nothing offensively. Yes. Only 48 points.
Ouch. Now, the Dragons have to make a conscious decision here. What are you going to do now to rack up some points?
They have to go through Marvin Lee or Francis Camacho. The best threats at this point in the game.
But it's taking too long. Marvin Lee gives it up. At least they fish a foul.
That's one way. Again, you have to go through your primary options. Francis Camacho making play out of the post. First kick out was to Marvin Lee. That's one way to do it. And now you have Sean O'Malley. With less than 4 minutes to go, it's almost a done deal na the Taipan will run away with this.
I would think so.
So the Dragons, they just have to build a little more confidence, finish this game in a more respectable way.
Yes.
I want to say. Do the right things and try to carry it over to practice into their next game.
$85-50. They hit the 50-point mark with under 4 minutes remaining. But for Bulacan, it's basically just moving the ball around, using up clock, taking the best available shot, which has usually been a three-pointer.
That's been the best shot for the Taipan. Believe that's now their 15th made three.
88-50. Coming up on 3 minutes. So Sean O'Malley has gotten the rest, but the defense is lying in wait, so he just takes the jumper.
He's trying.
Oh, yeah. And he's the one that the teammates are feeding. A lucky break here for Bulacan. They trap the ball handler and he escapes. And he gets a foul in the act of shooting. the decision-making, partner?
It's very tough. You know, a lot of guys played very well. I feel like a couple guys all coming off the bench really showed the depth of the system. Coach Ege Macaraya and his coaching staff. Very impressive.
The efficiency. They get it down to the last 5 seconds of the shot clock, make a three-pointer.
They always get a good shot.
Yes.
That's the thing. You know, it's never forced. Bihira ka makakita ng somebody going one-on-one. Maybe once or twice lang.
And that's hard work.
It is. I'm looking at the stats we have now. Nobody's played more than 20 minutes.
For Bulacan.
For Bulacan.
Wow. That says a lot.
And they only have 2 guys in double figures.
Meanwhile, the Daruma Dragons look like a team on the brink of imploding. O'Malley hammering it home, gets one, looks up at the score, and just breathes a heavy sigh. It got out of hand way too early. Meanwhile, JT Bulacan Taipan still shuffling their players. Parang naka-encode na yung gagawin, ano, partner? 89-55.
Credit goes to the coaching staff.
Oh, yeah.
Of the Taipan. They've really done a great job despite the slow start to the season. They are picking it up.
We are rapidly approaching the last 2 minutes. Sibar with the rebound. And the Dragons look spent physically and emotionally.
Mentally, cognitively.
Yes. O'Malley drawing the defense and getting a foul. And Bulacan in the penalty. Montilla returns for the Daruma Dragons, replacing the unproductive Casajeros.
Taipan, 16 out of 37 from 3. Remember in the pregame, we talked about their last win against the Miss Or Mustangs, where
Yes.
they made 10 threes, 10-1. That was pretty okay, but they've outclassed themselves tonight. 16, that's very impressive. Shooting 43%.
Sean O'Malley, meanwhile, still trying, chipping away, giving it what he's got. Under 2 minutes to go. The challenge, the basket, and the foul.
No, it's just been that kind of night for the Taipan. Great fake handoff by Soriano, throwing out the defense and going downhill.
Meanwhile, a bonus free throw for Errol Soriano. He got away, pero sinalubong eh. And once you leave your feet, you're going to be called the foul.
It's not like he extended his knee kasi normal layup form naman yung ginawa niya. So happens na late si Camacho to rotate and help.
92-56. Going through the motions now to finish the game. Montilla. Not really taken any shots in this game. It's been all Sean O'Malley. That is the shot clock. 92-56. You can hear the noise level starting to go up as we near roughly what 3/4 capacity for the second game. Nice ball fake. Leave somebody open. Final minute. And this game was out of hand as early as what? Start of the third quarter?
Maybe middle of the second quarter.
Yeah.
When they built that 20-plus point lead.
92-56 still. And they just dribble out the clock.
Looking at the bench for the Dragons a lot. of long faces.
You know, the worst thing you want to see in a basketball team is them giving up. We're not saying they are, but it's starting to look that way. We want more fights. Bulacan still going with that last second three-point shot. They are safely and comfortably ahead. And the Dragons just put the ball on the floor and walk away. Symbolic of this game. And half of them are already in the dugout, not shaking hands with the other team. So our final score, 92-56. Here is our super move of the game, brought to you by Dumper Party List. A painful one for the defensive players. Watch this.
Great body control there by Soriano to finish through the
I was
contact.
just about to say. So, partner, would you do the honor of introducing our super player of the game?
This guy came off the bench and really was a big part of that run in that second quarter, breaking the game wide open. Francisco Coco Tanchoco. 12 points, 4 out of 9 from 3. A plus 12 off the bench. Did it in limited minutes as well.
Okay.
Played only 17 minutes.
That's efficiency for you. And he's with Jess Constantina now. Jess?
Yes, Bill and Coach Mark, kasama ko nga ngayon ang ating Kalos PH Super Player of the Game, none other than Hoko Tanchoco, 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Hoko, ang question namin ngayon, Marvin Lee used to score double digit, pero ngayon single digit lang siya. Kasama ba yun sa game plan ninyo?
Yes, pinaghandaan din talaga namin yung mga players nila, especially si Marvin Lee, kasi talagang past few games siya yung gumagawa sa team nila, so yun talaga yung trinay namin.
Now naman, Hoko, tatanungin namin kung paano nyo balak i-sustain itong 3-game winning streak ng Bulacan.
Siguro continue lang kami sa namin, sa training namin, sa practice namin, kasi talagang pag nagpa-practice kami, focus kami lahat, parang minimake sure namin everyday na gumagaling kami as a team and individually.
And now this is your chance to greet and thank all your supporters.
First of all, nagpapasalamat ako sa buong JT Bulacan Taipan community, kay Boss Jobentay, tsaka sa lahat ng sumusuporta sa Bulacan, sa mga teammates ko, and sa coaches na walang sawang nagpapagaling sa amin. And syempre, binabati ko din yung wife ko and yung family ko, yung mama ko, yung papa ko. And also, tong game na to in-offer ko para sa lolo ko na nasa heaven na, si Lolo Daddy Melendrino Dulig. Para sa iyo, Tolo. Love you.
Thank you, Hoko, and condolences sa iyong lolo. And we all heard it from Hoko ng GT Bulacan Taipan. Back to you, Bill and Coach Mark, to close up this game one.
All right, partner. How about a brief exclamation?
Absolute domination by the JT Bulacan Taipan. They could do nothing wrong, and it reflects in the final score.
Once again, our final tally in this particular game, which really broke open end of the second quarter, 92-56. Coming up next, the big one, the game that people here in Binyan have flocked to Alonte Sports Arena to see. It is the home team, Binyan Tatakjel Game X, hosting the Quezon Titans. In the meantime, on behalf of my partner Mark Jandan, Jess Constantino, Angelica Sarmiento, and the rest of the production staff, I'm Bill Velasco. Stay tuned. Much more Filipina Super League action coming your way.